talk about the issue of abortion because I'm doing a speech on this, and I think basically it's I don't want to give any opinion, like my personal opinion, like on this, because some people they're gonna say something, because anyway, back in my country, when it's back in China, um, people just we don't have like this religion saying like people believe in God, like we are create life like is created by God, and you cannot like kill life, and it involves like the concept, like the definition of what like is life and when a life begins. And back in China, like people just do abortion. um, like I think it's more of like in Russia. My grandfather, he speaks Russian, and he used to like be in Russia like for a couple of years. And like in those developing countries, I guess people they cannot afford their babies, so like abortion is common. And like, and in some countries like China has like overpopulation problems, like like how could you put so many people, like huge population, in like like the land, like the Chinese, like the China territory is like definite, it's just that much, but people is like keep increasing and multiplying. It's like bad. You have to think of ways to to reduce the population. And um so in like in I don't know, like in the Western countries, I think it's part because of religion, like the religious reasons, part because of like uh like they can put like a they don't abort their baby because there's more of, it's like first world country, like it's common that even like the most uneducated and like the poor, the underprivileged people, they are the ones often they have premarital sex. So, and when they have children, even they can afford their children because of like the government aid or something like that, they can put their children to like adoption. And but in like the really really poor third world countries, like in Africa, not saying like everywhere, like not saying just like some really underprivileged countries, like the it's really weird, like in some places in China actually, because China has like a huge like gap between like the rich and the poor. I heard some of like the really 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 poor people, like I never seen them, like they're like the farmers, they live in like the rural, like the area. I heard they're like really really poor. um, and they tend to have like a lot of children. I don't know why, because like of like the less like advanced medical care, like their children are more likely to die. Like there's like a low mortality rate, I guess. They like I heard some in some places in Africa, like people have 12 children's, like 10 children's. It's like all ridiculous. um so I guess I'm not saying that this is right or wrong, but in my personal belief, it's okay, because I think before like the baby is born, it's like not independent, like it's rely on like it's relying, like it's still relying on like the mother. So it's not a life. Life begins when it's like an independent like being. So when this baby is not born, it's not a life. you know and if like a woman, she knows she cannot afford this baby, and she have it anyway, like it's not a good thing, because maybe she's not ready, and this baby is not gonna have the right kind of care. It's not gonna have um, education and adequate the supplies. and end up being like a violent, being like on the street, and you know maybe like a become a threat like to this society, because they start like to hate like other people, like become antisocial, because they're like on like unfortunate life. And I think it's just that these people are so concerned, like just be more liberal, like just see things with like a more liberal eye. It's for good, it's not for bad.